So I am long 2 contracts on this trade. Just a reminder to add the gamma filter to the Energy 2 tester on screen 3 and to the NQ930 tester as well as the ES 930 tester. Add that gamma filter there too. Sorry guys, I sometimes I record my all my notes so I can play them back at the end of the day. So, which is a good way to make notes in the course of your trading day. And this is something I learned a long time ago. You're not going to have time to write everything out, so use the record feature on your phone and record anything and everything that you want to remind yourself to do after the market closes. Any observations, any mistakes you made, anything that you think would improve or enhance your performance, record it. Then at the end of the day, play it back, and you'll have something saved on your phone that you can play back in case you need it, right? It's a lot better than having to write stuff down, I think. And that's what I do myself. Anything that I want to improve on, anything that I want to do, I record it, I play it back, and I make changes. Yeah, I figured, you know, guys, you have so much stuff floating around in your head with news, prompts, notifications popping up, your cell phone going off at times, a bunch of monitors, a bunch of stuff. It's hard to remember everything. So I always have my phone like right next to me and with the record feature on. And as soon as I know that there's something that's important, I'll record it and then play it back because I have a tendency to forget things. All right, there it goes again. It is on a trend to the upside, guys. Right now, I can see it on my other screen. Good indication right here too. Look, you got the crossing. Boom. Man, this worked out a lot better than I thought. A lot better. This here, man, I am going to be incorporating this a lot. Yeah. This was well done. All right, let's go back over here to AI strategy number 1 and watch this. Still trending right now based on what I see. Retesting the highs of this morning, which was right here. So you could tell it's just right there, almost at the same level it was this morning. All right, so I'm still long those two contracts, and that trade's working out really nice right now. And it's just going, guys. It's just going. Guys, one thing you have to understand, I just want to put it out there, is that because these strategies run on the continuous contract, which is just at NQ, right? This does not display P&L right here. There's no way I can have the little horizontal bar display P&L and all that because the continuous contract is non-tradable. It's got to be on the front month contract, right? So on the H contract, which expires, by the way, on Friday. Friday is quadruple witching, which means that everything expires on Friday. Options, options on futures, equity, the symbol here for the index futures. And so from Friday on, you're going to get a new symbol. I'll announce it on Thursday so you can change your charts. Because otherwise, if you're using the NQH22 to execute your trades, you won't be able to do that on Friday. All right, because it expires, and you'll need to update that Thursday. Right after the session closes. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, the NQ continuous contract is not a tradable contract, so you can't have the P&L display here. TradeStation just doesn't allow it because it's not tradable. So it's up on top of my screen, but I've been taking all my trades today off of NinjaTrader, which is a completely separate platform, and that's got this little box, set on another monitor right there where I'm taking my trades. So I normally display P&L on TradeStation when I take the trades on TradeStation, but I haven't taken any on TradeStation today. They've all been on NinjaTrader because they've got very good execution. And I use them in the morning sometimes, and then I use TradeStation in the afternoon. I kind of alternate sometimes depending on how I feel and what I want to do. So in case you're wondering where P&L is right here, guys, that's the reason why you can't see it, all right? So just wanted to put that out there, that's all. Not that my P&L matters, because at the end of the day, you're looking at the same you're looking at the same tools I am, and really the P&L that matters is the one that shows up on your screen, the trades you take. Not some random guy like me on the internet, right? Anyway. I've been trying to get my channel to at least 100 subscribers. I think I'm at like 90, 92 or so. It'd be nice if I could hit 100 by Friday. So if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's the only way you're going to find out when I come live. And I come live 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursdays at 12:30 Eastern Time. All right? All right, we got 3 minutes for bar change. This will be the last trade I take as well. And I've pretty much made up what I had lost in the previous 2 trades already on just this one trade right here. So I'm pretty happy about that right now. Nice little trend to the upside. I think one of my experimental overnight algos here had had upside that has not yet closed. It's this one right here. This one right here. This picked up the upside at 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. It's just been nothing but up. I mean this this is pretty amazing right here. $6,735. That's what your profit would have been had you taken this at 6:30 in the morning. Now, I'm up at 6:30 in the morning, but I'm not trading at 6:30 in the morning. I don't trade till after the market opens. But this is going to take it all the way to the close. Boom, straight shot up, which is pretty impressive. Oh, we just got a signal right now. Nothing here. And anything here? No, one more bar. It's the cross plus one more. So you got the cross plus one more bar to the upside on that. And yeah, you still have one more bar. Very nice, very nice, very nice trade to the upside. Take a peek here. Yep, working out nice. This is working out nice too for the ES. Gamma, very nice to the upside right there. Look at that. That's a trend right there, guys. That is a trend right there. Sweet. This is gonna exit right now at the next bar. So at 3:30 Eastern time, you're gonna get an exit signal right there. Boom. At the opening of the next bar on that. Take a peek here at this. Oh yeah, this bad boy's going right here. Look at this. Yeehaw! All the way up. Look at that. And because it's three something right now, I don't mind. You know, I mean, this is just going to go on till this crosses right there. Very, very, very nice trade. This is definitely trending. Look at that. I'm up $2,500 on this trade, guys. $2,500. Nice. So I've made everything back and some right now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, this thing's running. It is running. Just wondering if anybody else went long on this trade. Wow, it's a good one. Wow, look at that bar right there. Strong, strong trend to the upside. $385 points. Wow, market's up almost 3%. This trade right now is at about 86% efficiency. That's as good as it gets, guys. It's good. And I think it's probably going to bust up in the 100% mark as far as the trade efficiency. That means the strength of the trade. That's another tool I developed that I've got on my other screen here. Wow. Almost 400 points. It just hit it right there. 400 points, over 3%. Amazing. What a rally today. This is fantastic. .87.5% efficiency. Boy, man, if this thing pops up above 100, that is normally it. Okay. That's a great question, KTL. I'll be right with you. I just need to get out of this trade. I'll answer your question in about 5 minutes as soon as I get out of this long trade. I'm already up $3,600 on this trade. $3,600. Not bad. All right, 27. This is it. You're gonna see this. It's probably gonna keep going, but hang on. That's gonna be it with this right here. This is topping out right there. That doesn't mean the trade ends there, but the day ends for me here at 3:30. And I'm at about 88% efficiency on this trade, guys. This is really super good. And I'm just going to wait a couple minutes. I got my finger on the eject button already. Take a peek here real quick. Oh, yeah. Pfft. This is right there. Later days.
Order filled.
Done. I'm out of there. No need to wait. If this is all the way up to the top and you got a crossing right here, oh no, I don't want this thing to go down and then up. That's it. Over with. Got my money. Done for the day. Thank you very much, Mr. Market. And you'll see the strategy close out right now. Watch. 2 minutes, you'll see it close out. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys did well for yourself on that trade as well. It was a good trade. All right, we got 1 minute left. Boom, there it is. Yep, there's your closing signal right there. And I got out of this bad boy right at the nick of time. It's right there. That's where I got out. I saw this and I'm like, uh-oh. Later. And that was it. That was my trading day, guys. Right there. All right, so let's answer some questions. So KTL is asking, what is the best strategy for a beginner? Now, KTL, are you referring to what strategy is best for a beginner, like these type of strategies, like the ones I have here on my charts, like this, or are you referring to what is the best approach for a beginner? What exactly are you referring to? Beauty, look at this. This was 100% accurate today. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. And the KTM is still going. And this will continue going till the close, all the way up. And I better close my Ninja Trader here. Okay, I got you. The way I would do it if I were starting out and trying to get acclimated with something that is consistent and predictable would be, first is you got to first find the instrument that fits your risk profile. And that's where a lot of people mess up when they first get started. They go right into trading, let's say the Nasdaq 100, which is extremely bipolar and aggressive to trade, and they overlook other opportunities. For example, opportunities in the options market, opportunities in the stock market, opportunities maybe in the micros. And so the first thing you want to do is match the instrument that you're going to trade to your own personal risk profile. Okay, and everybody's got their own risk profile. And that's important because that will trigger the decisions you make when you're trading. Okay. The Nasdaq, obviously, it's all intraday trades, unless you're a swing trader. And stocks, you can hold for, days, weeks, months, sometimes years. But if you have the risk appetite for trading futures, then awesome. If not, then you got to scale it back and maybe trade stocks or maybe trade stock options, things like that. So I would first try to find out what my own personal risk profile is, as far as as far as what I like, and once you know that, then everything else is easy. For example, let's say you want to trade the Nasdaq 100. Don't just jump into the Nasdaq 100. Jump into maybe the micros, because you've got very low margin requirements. I think they're only $100 at Ninja Trader, and they give you some flexibility there, right? Your losses aren't that big. So I'm really risk averse, but based on my own style of trading. Okay, so no, I don't use cup and handle. I don't use anything like that. What you're looking at right here is a Gamma indicator that was originally developed by Perry Kaufman and improved. I completely took this apart and made it work for the Nasdaq 100. The original one does not work for the Nasdaq 100. It gives you all sorts of squiggles, and it's just not designed for a fast-moving market like the Nasdaq. It is sort of in a way, but I thought it was not as efficient as it could be, so I redid this to my own liking. So I'm testing this out right here. But going back to your question, as far as your approach goes, yes, I would limit trades to 3 trades a day only. Strike 1, 2, 3, you're out. You close your computer, you go do something else. If you took 3 trades and they all failed, all right? So that is absolute key right there. The 3 strikes you're out rule. So 3 trades a day maximum if you're trading the Nasdaq futures. Okay, this is all based on trading the Nasdaq futures. Also, you need to understand the volatility profile of the instrument that you're trading. Okay, each one of these instruments has a completely different volatility profile, and the Nasdaq has a certain volatility profile that you need to understand where and how it moves versus, let's say, a stock like Goldman Sachs. Okay, understand the volatility profile of the instrument that you're trading, so you'll know exactly what ranges it follows volatility-wise. Okay, it's really important too. Then, in addition to that, once you get comfortable, and if you do have the appetite to trade the Nasdaq 100 futures, then you go into strategy development. So first, you analyze the instrument. You understand the volatility profile. You make sure it fits your your own personal risk profile. You got to make sure you're well funded too. Don't go trade in the Nasdaq with a couple grand in your account. Make sure you got enough money in there to trade this thing, because one trade could set you back a lot depending on how you manage it, right? So once you got all those things in place, then strategy development comes to mind after that, right? And strategy development can take on a variety of different approaches depending on the style of trader that you yourself are. For example, you could be a trader that focuses only on order flow, which is completely different than the type of trader I am, that is more systematic in their approach, that uses algorithms, to identify entries and exits. So identify, once you establish all the prior, identify what type of trader you are. If you are going to follow order flow, if you're going to be a scalper, if you're going to be a swing trader, if you're going to be an intraday trader, if you're going to be an algorithmic trader. So you got all these categories that you have to identify. And once you identify what type of trader you are, then you can develop a strategy around the type of trading you plan to do. And until you know that, it's hard to develop a strategy. A lot of guys think they're they've got a system and they don't have anything. They have their gut feeling that tells them when to press the button to buy and sell. That's it. And they call that a system. It's not a system. A system is something that's programmed, that will tell you when to buy and sell automatically. Or you could have another type of system. For example, where if you draw a line on the Nasdaq intraday, let's say an 80-day moving average, and if the Nasdaq falls below the 80-day moving average, then all the trades you take are short. That's it, right? You don't really take any long trades. And that's, of course, if you're a swing trader as well, or you're trading a daily, longer term. And so there's all these little nuances you want to consider, but you want to consider what type of trader you are, and the type of strategy will follow depending how you trade personally. You might be a scalper, and you might trade when these two lines cross like this, for example. You may trade for the first 3 bars and then you're out of the trade. Or you may have a knack for algorithmic trading, and that's going to take you on a completely different path, that will lead you into developing strategies that are very unique to the instrument that you trade. Yeah, the morning session is a very complex session to trade because the market moves extremely fast. If you're going to be a swing trader, you got to be very well funded to trade the Nasdaq because of the margin requirements overnight, and they vary from broker to broker, big time. So you want to look into what your margin requirements are for holding overnight positions if you want to swing trade the Nasdaq 100. If you're going to be a swing trader, then there's strategies like this, for example. Let me just rescale it. Okay, that are perfect for swing traders on the daily chart. Okay, but again, if you want to do scalping on the intraday, time scale, then there are there are tools to do that. You may get something as simple as this. Where once the line crosses, you stay in a couple bars and then you get out of the trade. But the morning session is very volatile, moves a lot. That's where most traders lose their money, and you have to be very well set up to navigate that market if you're planning on trading the AM session. Yeah, there's a lot of little moving parts that go into it, and in the grand scheme of things, it's just really about knowing yourself and what you like and how much exposure you want to the market. I know guys, for example, that on this trade right here, this last trade I took, they would have been out, like on this bar right here. They would have said, "Oh, the trade lost momentum right there, we're out," and they would have missed this whole upside right there. But I knew better. I knew to stay in the trade, and where is it at right here? And boom, got out. And I didn't get out with the signal. I knew the signal was coming because my signal here had crossed. I got out because I saw the 1 minute had smacked the top, and I said, no, this is it. It's going to come down, and sure enough, it reverted to the downside, and I got out, and that was it. So hopefully these tips will help you and set you on the right path to developing your own approach to trading. But remember that in the Nasdaq 100, like any other futures market out there, it's all algorithmically driven. It's you got algos like crazy in the background with all these guys, smart guys, putting these together. That's what you're going up against. So you got to have tools that can help you compete against these guys out in the marketplace. Otherwise, if you're using out-of-the-box conventional tools that most broker dealers offer, yeah, it's going to be a tough road, man, because you're competing against guys that have very sophisticated tools out there. So keep that in mind as you develop your approach, and hopefully, the words I shared with you will help. All right, guys, that's it for today. I am done. I had that last trade. It was a good one, and I'm done for the day. Hope you guys had a good session. We'll see each other on Thursday, and until then, happy trading. Take care.